Alright guys, it's that time again. It's Sunday wrap-up. This is our second time doing this. Now, just in case you haven't seen last week's Sunday wrap-up, what this is, it's all the news that has gone on in Hollywood over the week, and I'm here to wrap it up and inform you guys. Also, we are going to be reviewing older films that have come out this past year or maybe many years in the past. So, let's get started. Let's first talk about Amazon and Netflix. Turns out Amazon won the bidding war to make a Lord of the Rings TV show. How do I feel about that? Leave them alone. I think the movies are fine. But, am I gonna watch it? Hell yeah, I'm still gonna probably watch it. Now, the positives for this is you can fit in things that were in the book that weren't put into the movies, so you'll get things like Tom Bombadil and Old Man Willow. So that's kind of cool. I'm interested to see, with a Game of Thrones type budget, where this is gonna go. Will I watch it? Yes. Will I like it? Debatable. In other news, Ben Affleck, few days before Justice League's release, was in an interview and someone asked him, would he continue to be the role as Batman? Back in the summer, during Comic-Con, Ben Affleck came out and said that he was no longer really interested in being the Batman, and in this interview he said, I don't know if I really want to be Batman for another 5 years. We'll just see where it takes us. Now, related to that story, it just came out yesterday or 2 days ago that Matt Reeves, who directed the Planet of the Apes films, is also doing a Batman trilogy that is connected to the DCEU. And it was actually reported, there are rumors that Jake Gyllenhaal might take over as Batman. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I love almost everything he's in. He's one of those actors where it doesn't matter what movie's coming out. If he's in it, I'm probably gonna go check it out. I could see him being a very good Batman. He could be, maybe this whole trilogy will be a flashback trilogy. Batman in his younger days, and Jake Gyllenhaal will be the young Batman. That would be pretty cool. I'm interested to see, and I hope he gets the role. I really hope that Jake Gyllenhaal ends up being the new Batman. We're going back to that terrible sexual harassment that's going on in Hollywood. Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman, just came out and said she will not be partaking in Wonder Woman 2. Brett Ratner, who is in charge of Rat Pack, who produces the Wonder Woman movies, the DCU films, is a part of it. She will no longer be a part of it. Now, Brett Ratner really has nothing to do with it, but if he is profiting off of Wonder Woman 2, Gal Gadot's not liking that. So, I agree with Gal Gadot. Kick him off. If these people are doing, or did these heinous things back in the day with sexual harassment, well, they need to pay the consequences. The Deadpool 2 teaser trailer was just released a few days ago. My goodness. So it's basically Deadpool, and he is Bob Ross. That was the teaser trailer. Pretty funny. I'm excited to see it. I think it comes out later in 2018. Just thought I should throw that in there. That's gonna be pretty good to see. And Blake Shelton winning Sexiest Man of the Year award. What the? Finally! Let's get to those movie reviews. So this movie came out over the summer. People really didn't like it. I went and saw it, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. And I'm talking about It Comes at Night, starring Joel Edgerton. I can't remember anyone else because, well, Joel Edgerton. This movie is a kind of a horror movie. It takes place post-apocalyptic world. Joel Edgerton and his family are living out in the woods. There is some kind of unknown creature that comes at night. There's a disease going around. Joel Edgerton and his family take in this other family. Things go haywire. People die. People did not like this film. I actually really enjoyed this movie. It was kind of, and I think the reason people didn't like it was because people kind of had to think for themselves afterwards. And it's one of those movies where after you see it, and if you see it with a friend, you and your friend will talk about it for a good hour afterwards thinking, what was that exactly about? What did this mean? What did that mean? Now, this isn't your average horror movie. There aren't jump scares. Well, there actually may be one or two, but it's more, it gives you the chills more than anything. It's not like a thing where you're afraid to go to sleep at night. But what's funny is when I originally saw this with my friend in the theater, we looked around and we saw a group of teenagers that are still in high school that went to go see this film also. They were in our theater, and I whispered to my friend, I said, man, I don't know what they're going to get themselves into. I don't think they know what this movie is. I think they're expecting something else. they're not gonna like this movie. And sure enough, when the movie ended and the credits started rolling, I was right. They were trash talking this movie when it ended. And before I forget, It Comes at Night makes me think of a new movie that's coming out with John Krasinski called A Quiet Place. It's very similar feeling. That's what it looks like, at least. Basically, the premise of that trailer is it looks like it's a post-apocalyptic world. Again, him and his family live out in the woods. They have to speak in sign language. If they're playing a game, like a board game with dice, they have to play it with blankets around them so that the dice doesn't make a noise, because whoever the bad guys are, whether it's aliens or weird creatures, if they can't hear you, they can't hunt you. So that movie's got me kind of excited. So again, this movie isn't for everyone. It's slow. There's not a whole lot of scary jump scares, and it's more of a high tension movie. If you like those kind of movies, I think you'll like this. If I have to give it a score, I would probably give it a 3.5 out of 5. I quite enjoyed it. I don't really know why a lot of even critics hated on this film. Critics. Alright guys, that was Sunday wrap up number 2. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, a share, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me at Lil Sprek on Twitter. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys next Sunday. See you later.